Namaskar everyone, I hope you're doing well. Dear students, today I'm going to talk to you something about interview. Interview, what is it? Why do we need to learn interview skills and how can we crack an interview? So let us understand the definition of interview first. Interview, there are two words, interview. It can be interview of a person or that candidate. How I am as a person, how I am as an employee or as a candidate here, I might pretend as if I'm a good trainer, I'm a good employee, but I fail to prove it while that interaction. So the real picture of mine will be revealed there. Interview can also be interchanging of ideas since there are two parties involved, the interviewer, the interviewee, the employer and the candidate. So interchanging of ideas because both the parties are going to work for some purpose, and before you work for some purpose you need to understand each other very well. Before you understand each other you need to understand yourself. If it is my interview, if it is about myself, so I need to understand about my personality, about my likes, dislikes, my achievements, my failures, my strengths, my weaknesses properly. So let us talk about interview. Yes, it is a two-way process. It is not just a question answer session where you need to answer questions. It is more than that. It is more than a question because you need to understand the intention of the employer or the interviewer, because the same amount of pressure is there. The employer doesn't want to hire a wrong person, because once a wrong person is hired, there might be a big loss. Sometimes a candidate is hired and after 6 months or after some time, the candidate says, "Sir, I wanted to be a singer, I wanted to be an actor. I have got an opportunity. I'm sorry, I cannot work for you anymore. So this is a loss for me." That is why the same amount of pressure is there. So this deal, this conversation, this formal interaction has some purpose, and how we can crack it, how we can win here, let us discuss that. For that, let me draw your attention to the board. So dear friends, before we talk about that first question we will be asked, let me talk something about these three things I have written here: awareness, expertise, point of view. The interviewer wants to know your awareness. I have not written here knowledge because it is not only knowledge. Knowledge, I mean to say subject knowledge. It is more than that. Indeed, it is more than that. Because it is all about you, what you know about your surroundings, you know about your company, your society, your organization, you are going to be an important part of. So awareness. Then expertise, whatever you have learned in your school, in your institution, during that professional course, whether you are going to get some profit or benefit out of it in terms of money or service or any solution. If you are an engineer, whether you are able to come up with some solution because you will be an officer, you will be responsible for some designation, some amount of work. You can go for some solution, you can come up with some solution, or you can give some profit or benefit to your company or not. So your expertise, you can say your skills, your communication skills, your convincing skills, and so many things are there. Point of view, very important point. Point of view can be your attitude. Sometimes just because of perception, a good deal is broken. Sometimes you fail to convey what you actually perceive, what you actually feel about it, and this is the reason there are many candidates. They are very good, especially civil services, or you can say defense, NDA or CDS. You have already cracked, you have already completed the part of a written process, but you failed to crack that interview because when you interacted with that organization, that company, you could not prove that you are the right candidate for that designation. That is why point of view is very important. There are many cases. So the interviewer's intention is need to understand your awareness, your knowledge, your expertise, your skills, and your attitude, your mindset, your perception. Let us discuss the first question. The first question is, tell me something about yourself. Most probably, normally this question is asked. And let me tell you, friends, the interviewer has only one question to you. Tell me something about yourself. Introduce yourself. Describe your resume. Only one question. You know why? The way you answer this first question, rest of the questions will be asked based upon this one, or you can say your first reply. And that is why this first reply, this first answer about yourself should be given in such a way that the interviewer doesn't doubt anything about your personality. And as I said, your awareness, expertise, point of view, everything is there in that first question. We'll talk about this first question. Tell us something about yourself. How should we talk about our weaknesses, strengths, whether we should talk about our weaknesses or strengths, or our likes, dislikes, my hobbies or passion or failures, my friends, my teachers. All that things will be there in that first question that we'll discuss in the next video. My friends, I would be waiting for your comments and your doubts if you have. And I also want you to share, subscribe this channel if you like it. Thank you very much.